Hello everyone and welcome back to Satisfactory. Today we are building the space elevator and also completing, I believe, Tier 2, Step 2, Title 2, something 2, we're doing it, let's go. You know, maybe it was Milestone 2. Welcome back. Alright, let's see, where did we leave off last time? We just got back from our little expedition, we did a whole bunch of research, and it is now time to work on the space elevator as well as Tier 2. We're going to do all 5 of these. I don't think it should be too difficult considering we have production for most resources. Looking at you, copper. Of course, there are some we don't have, such as the good old iron rods, iron plates, and such, but that is okay. Also, it looks like our iron is completely full. How's our copper doing? Not bad. We almost have enough cabling, but let's ignore that for now, and let's go ahead and get started working on part assembly. We just need some cables, rods. That is a lot of screws and a lot of iron plates. Okay, but this gives us an assembler. Crafts 2 parts into another part. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is how we can make whatever takes 2 parts, like those reinforced plates. Interesting. We also get copper sheets, rotors, modular frames, and smart plating. These 3 I have seen a use for in the research, so that's good. Let's get started on that. Now, the iron stuff is going to take forever, so I think it is just about time we upgrade our iron production over here to make sheets and rods instead of just making the ingots, because I'm getting sick of crafting things myself. I feel like that's the whole point of this game, is to automate stuff, so let's get some automation going. And I also might want to consider splitting this up, although I did build this a little close, so we might have to build another, what is this, constructor over here, and then we can split that copper into 2 and then merge it back into 1 and store all of our wires, because we are currently wasting a little bit of resources right here. But I think let's do iron first. Well, let's go ahead and get some iron going. So I am going to actually turn these off, and I presume you can actually do that, right? Yes, you can. Okay, let's turn these off so I don't have to deal with a bunch of spam in my inventory. And then we're going to have to figure out a way to move all these. We also probably should turn off the smelters. And then we can start tearing this apart, because we need to upgrade basically the entire setup over here. Luckily, there should be enough space in this kind of flat area over here to actually build this, so that's good. Okay. So, let's see here. We want plates and we want rods. Those are the 2 things that we kind of need to make, and this will make 30 ingots per minute, so we need to ratio accordingly. So, let's see. We probably want our assembler or constructor here first. Alright, and let's set this to... Let's do rods first, and that takes 15 per minute and makes 15 per minute, so we are going to need 2 of these. Good to know, so let's get a splitter and split them evenly. Yeah, that'll work. We're kind of moving a little far away, and I realize that this one is placed completely backwards. There we go. Alright, now I'm running into my first problem. The surface is uneven over here, so I can't seem to be placing this kind of hovering, which is not ideal. And if I place it here, it's probably going to have to do some weird merging shenanigans with the conveyors. So it might be time to build a foundation. Now, I know you can snap these to the world grid, and I think you're actually supposed to do that. But, you know, I think for now, maybe after I build the space elevator, I can get like a big foundation somewhere and actually build things appropriately, right? But for now, I think it might just be a good idea to kind of just place this freehand. Oh dear. Alright, well, we're getting into the janky territory, and that is not great. But you know what? This is the janky factory. I don't care. Yeah, like that. That'll work. So now we have a platform, and I should be able to place my conveyor merger right here and not have to worry about it. There we go. And then we can take you and put you into there. There we go. Okay. So this can be our rod producing factory here. There we go. Set that to rod, and we are good to go. We are getting 30 rods per second, which means all of that iron will get made into rods and merge back over here into centralized storage once I actually build this part. Now this part may be a little weird because I don't know how many plates it's going to be, because it's 3 to 2, so... Alright, now let's see. What about plates? 30 per minute, 20 per minute. Okay, that is actually pretty good. So we just need 1 for plates, and then we can shove everything back over to here into some storage containers. Okay, now I do not appreciate that this one is slightly higher, but I don't know how to change that, so it's just going to be like that. Okay, and you know what? I thought that conveyor was going to be really janky, but it actually isn't that bad. Okay, so but that one is, so if I just do this, and then that, it shouldn't be yellow. I don't think yellow is actually like the end of the world, but I also don't want it to be like super janky. But okay, whatever. Anyways, there we have it. We now have a large stockpile of iron ingots as well, which actually, let me just build a little personal storage box right here. And this is where we can put all the iron ingots that I have that we are you know, we might end up using, but also maybe not. And then we can actually get all this turned on. But of course, this is going to need a new power setup, so let's do that. Alright, everything should be plugged in. Let's give everything a activation here. Turn that on, turn this on, should be making iron ingots. Yep, and that will go into the constructor here. We need to wait a little bit for some iron ingots to get into here because this is for plates. And now we are building some plates, and that'll be at 20 per minute, and of course the rods will be at 30 because they are a little faster. Turn that on, turn that on. This should be a splitter. We should be making our rods. Yep, looks like rods, and then those should be going up into there. Now, I'm pretty sure I also have a flashlight, so maybe I should turn that on. Ah, that's actually much nicer. Okay, anyways. So here's our rods, here's our plates, and now we have a large storage of both of those. And that is iron components done. I can come over here and pick those up whenever I need to. Nice. Okay, let me get all the other ingots moved over, and then we probably can start crafting up some wires and bolts. I'm not going to have any crafting for bolts, mostly because they're not too difficult to craft. And also I don't want to have to split off some more things, so this will be fine for now. And of course, if we ever need iron ingots for anything, there's going to be plenty in this personal chest over here. And also in my inventory, because I made a whole bunch. Okay, anyways, let's go ahead and get some wires crafted up. Now, I'm pretty sure it's 2 to 1, so we're going to need 400 copper wire, which that's eating into our space elevator funding, but that's fine. We're going to have to wait anyways. So let's get that crafted up. Alright, there's 200. I crafted a little extra because, you know, power. Boom! Now we need 300 plates, 200 rods, and 500 screws. Now that's going to be a lot, but luckily we have a factory for those components now. Haha! Now, of course, they are going to be a little slow in the beginning because, well, we just turned them on. But luckily, again, we got plenty of iron ingots to go around if I want to speed up the process by doing it myself. Let's see, I think next up we're going to probably end up crafting the screws, which I actually have enough for, so let's do it. There we go, that wasn't too bad. And in that time, how many plates and rods do you think we got constructed? Probably not that much. 74 and 50. Okie dokie. Yeah, this may take a little bit. Also, I do need to be a little careful on power because we probably are consuming quite a bit of it. Now, also do keep in mind that each one of the generators holds 200. So we have more than I think, but we did consume about, I think, 200 in the time that I crafted all that stuff. So we may have to go picking some more foliage here in the future. Yeah. Also, interestingly enough, it looks like these do grow back. So that's good. So we could do technically a teensy little bit of farming if we did want to, but it's not really something we should probably end up relying on. I crafted all my iron into rods, and now it might just be a little waiting game. Or we can just keep crafting more plates. Oh, and it turns out I accidentally turned off the miner over here, so that's great. So we weren't even making plates. Oh, bruh. Okay, well, alright, and there's our plates. Okay, boom. And we can now get part assembly. Very nice.
Milestone reached. The assembler can produce more complex parts, including the first project part, smart plating, which is crucial for initiating project assembly.
Oh.
Project parts must be delivered to the space elevator. By completing your contracted duties as part of project assembly, you will definitely be helping achieve Fix-It Company goals without any other ulterior motive. Note, humans cannot craft project parts. Do not worry about your inadequate crafting skill when compared to an assembler. Fix-It cherishes your innate human abilities, such as walking, striking objects, and commodifying natural resources.
Thanks. Okay, so that one I can't make myself, which does kind of make sense. Ooh, obstacle clearing. This one might be really nice. Solid biofuel, most energy efficient state. Interesting. Yes, let's do this one next. Okay, that's annoying. We have to make 500 more screws. Luckily, we should have plenty of rods, 100 more cables, and a bunch of concrete, which I have not looked at the concrete area in a while. We probably have quite a lot. Yeah, nearly 1,000. That's pretty good. Okay, so that should be enough to already complete that part. We just need to get cables and screws going. Plus, we also have to wait about 4.5 minutes, but I think it's going to take me that long to just get all these components anyway, so that's not a huge worry. And I think we actually have enough rods to craft the screws anyway. And what about wires? We're going to have to eat into our space elevator wiring fund again, which, you know what? While we're here, let's go ahead and rework how this works. We're going to add a second assembler here. This is an assembler. This is a constructor. The assembler is the multi-part one. But we're going to go ahead and add a second one of these so we can actually get the most out of our copper. Oh, come on. Alright, we're going to have to increase the space on some of these, but that's okay. Anyways, you're making wire, and so are you. That's 60 wire a minute. That is honestly pretty good. Now, unfortunately, our storage is going to be a little bulky now, but, you know, what are you going to do? So there is our upgraded wire factory that is going to make a bunch of extra wires. That's pretty good. And now we got to go make some screws and cables. And boom.
Milestone reached. Solid biofuel, created from any biomass, ensures maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the removal of tougher wood and coral foliage. Additionally, your pocket dimension has been inflated to increase inventory size. Inspirational note: will you be the Fix-It Employee of the Month? You could be if you construct, automate, explore, and exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency. This isn't just fun, it's contractually mandated, fun.
Huh. Right, so I guess the inventory is a pocket dimension, which is interesting. And also, this appears to not be functioning. Okay, you know what? I don't know if it's a backlog or what, but this makes 30, that makes 30, and this should be able to merge 30 into 60, but I don't know. Or maybe there's just a backlog. Let's just remove the backlog and then see if that fixes it. Apparently that fixed it. Okay, so I guess we're good. Anyways, we are now built up to a lot of cables, so that's good. That is our entire space elevator fund back. Okay, let's stop wasting some time. Let's go make a chainsaw. What do we need for this? 160 screws. Oh my god. Okay, I do not ever want to make screws again. How much does a constructor make per screws? I might just have to put some down on those rods that I'm making. 10 per minute, and it gives us 40 screws. You know, that's tempting. How much are we making on rods? I think it's 30, so we reduce our rods to the same rate that we make plates, but we get screws out of it. Also, we need to figure out how to make that biomass. That might be really good now. Solid biofuel. We just need 8 biomass, it looks like. So let's just go ahead and make some real quick. That takes forever, but apparently this is more efficient fuel, so we probably will want to end up using that. And maybe we set up a little constructor to build it for us, and then split it on this merger here. I think that is a great idea. And then we can put all of our biomass into here, and it will still go into the constructor, which will then turn it into the solid biofuel. And that can take a lot, so that's pretty good. Okay, so then let's go ahead and get power distribution going somehow. All right, so now that's plugged in, and it should be cooking. Indeed it is. So now we have to figure out how to distribute all this appropriately, which is going to be a little interesting, and without failing the base completely. Nope, the whole grid shut down. Okay, well, you know what? That's fine. There should be some solid biomass going into all of these, and that should increase our burn efficiency, which is going to be great. All right, and that should be everything back online, and these burn much better. Only 4 per minute. I think that's better. I have no idea, to be honest with you. Okay, so let's also go ahead and make that chainsaw now. Of course, that was the screw thing that I was going to go do. All right, chainsaw. Boom. All right, let's give this thing a try, shall we? It also needs biomass to function, so let me go grab a couple pieces from one of these generators here. Oh, and you can't. You have to actually grab it off the conveyor, so let's just take one from here. Alright, there it goes, and did we get anything out of it? No, we did not. Okay, so this is just for clearing the land. I thought I would get some, like, wood or something out of it. Oh no, you do. It just goes straight in your inventory. Oh, sick. Alright. That tree's kind of nice, but it's probably like so much wood. Hold on. 17? Oh, this is totally worth it. We're gonna make all the biomass. Alright, and that is all of our fuel, so that will have to do. Okay. Well, that was a lot. 106 wood? That's going to make so much. Okay. All right, yeah, that is a much larger supply of biomass. All right, perfect. I think we should be good for quite a while. Now, what were we doing? We just got obstacle clearing, so let's go ahead and get jump pads. Ooh, we're going to have to make some new rotors, some more plates, and some more cables. And this might actually help us with transportation, because we could put one of these guys down by our concrete and then land back up here. And then we won't have to jump off the cliff every time. Okay, but we need a bunch of rotors, and I don't actually know how to make those yet. Let's see, rotors. Here we are, rotor. We need 25 screws and 5 rods to make one rotor. Okay, that is a lot. I know I had some somewhere. 9. Okay, and we need 50. Ouch. Okay, that's gonna take a little while. We need 500 screws for... Oh my god. Okay, I'm doing the screw thing now. Let's get a constructor, and let's put another container. Is that even gonna work? Oh my god, that worked. See, this is what we like to call poor planning. All right, now we're making screws, and we will still be making rods. It's just we may have a little bit of time where this needs to fill up with 200 as a stack, so we probably won't have a lot of rods in here for a little while. But that's okay, I've still got 200 on me. But now we're getting screws, and that is great, because now I don't have to craft them by hand. All right, so now we can start working on the rotor components, but we might have enough plates already, because I did just collect 270 almost, so we just need 30 more, and we can craft that with the iron in our inventory. And there's that done. Now we just need to go grab some copper wire, of course keeping a little extra, and now we can work on the rotors. But that's going to take a while to make the screws, and that sounds super annoying, so I'm going to go do something a little bit unorthodox perhaps. Remember last episode when we found that crashed ship over there, which I think I marked with this, and that needed some power to open? Let's go open it, because I can build 2 biomass generators. Oh, let's go ahead and grab some stuff and go over there and open that thing up. All right, let's put, I don't know how long this is going to take, but we're going to put 60 and 60, turn this thing on, and that makes 40, and that should be a perfect amount. Interesting. So how much power does this thing take? Needs 40 megawatts. Bruv, it is making 40. What do you mean? All right, well, there we go. Let's go ahead and open this thing quickly before we run out of power. What is that? Hard drive. Okay. Analyze that. Interesting.
Damaged hard drive successfully acquired. All pioneers are contractually obliged to preserve and secure any recovered hard drives for analysis in the MAM, which may result in benefits to the Fix-It mission. Speculation as to why there are crashed freighters in your Fix-It designated zone is discouraged as specified in your contract.
You know what? It's best not to ask questions anyways. Alright, and the only reason I did that is because I knew deconstructing that would give me a bunch more materials, and it gave me a bunch of screws. Always nice to have, and that's exactly what I need. Man, I really need to not have that there. Okay, whatever. Anyways, let's see here. Hard drives. That's going to take a while. Okay, we'll come back to that in 10 minutes, of course. How many screws do we have? Hopefully a lot. Not a whole lot. I was hoping for more, but that's enough for 10 rotors, so I will take it. Plus, we probably have a whole bunch in the other constructor right here. 250, so that's enough for 20 rotors. Okay, well, that's better than nothing. Alright, we only need 15 more, which actually isn't that bad. Alright, now the real question is, have we made enough rods to overflow and sit in storage? Yes, we have. Good, because I was out. Alright, and I made 1 extra rotor, but that is fine. We now have jump pads.
Milestone reached. The Fix-It jump pad combines high technology and innovation for optimized factory traversal and an ideal travel experience. Clarification. Ideal travel experience not guaranteed. Individual results may vary. Pioneers are responsible for all workplace accidents resulting from jump pad usage.
Oh. Well, I'm sure it's completely fine. Also, how do you build these? We need 2 rotors, plates, and cables, and 2 rotors, plates, and a bunch of biomass so I can land in it. You know what? Maybe we'll just skip that part. Oh, it takes power. Okay, well, luckily, that's not going to be a concern because I think we have a power connection down here anyways. Also, I probably need to figure out how far these things can go. But if I put it, like, here... Alright, now, hopefully, the power connector has an extra slot. It does. I don't know how much power this takes, but whatever. How does it... Whoa! Absolutely beautiful. Now I don't have to climb the mountain. Totally worth it. Okay. Resource sync program, concrete wires, plates, and rods. That sounds pretty easy to me. Building gun upgrade customizer. Color selection, material and pattern options. Absolutely. Awesome shop. You can redeem your coupons. I don't know how to get those. No refunds. Oh, and an awesome sink. Got excess resources. Put them in here. Cool. That seems pretty cheap, so let's do it. I should have most, if not all of that already. Also, haven't checked on the concrete in a while. We're up to a lot. Okay. Oh, it almost went up the cliff there. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's take the jump pad. Haha. And I guess while we're waiting, we can check out the other milestone, which is logistics. Whoa, that's a lot of reinforced plates. 200 concrete, 300 rods, 300 plates. We get a conveyor lift, which makes them faster. We get Mark II conveyor belts, which means it's even faster. Oh, okay, interesting. And stackable conveyor belts. Ooh, that's very good. Okay, we're probably gonna, well, we're doing that next. 200 rods for you and 200 plates for you. And there is our resource sink bonus program. Hoorah!
Milestone reached. You have been given access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on Exoplanet's bonus program, also known as Awesome. Your awesome input allows Fixit to comprehend our amazing universe more clearly. In appreciation of this, we have generously set up an internal, closed economy with exclusive rewards and currency. Directing parts of varying quantity and complexity into the Awesome Resource Sink will grant Fixit coupons.
Okay.
These coupons can be redeemed in the Awesome Shop for highly desirable items such as new foundations, walls, factory attachments, cosmetics, parts, and more.
Okay.
Next time you have additional resources, just remember to go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
Well, I have plenty of extra resources, and by extra, I mean an entire box of copper ingots, so that might actually be worth it. Alright, let's see. Are any of these not abhorrently expensive? Lookout tower. Well, now I gotta just build one of these. How do I even get up it? Oh, the ladder. Ah! Nice. Got a nice... Oh, okay. Well, we had a nice little vantage point. And, yeah, these look to be pretty expensive. So I think I'm going to not build those just yet. Because I want to save all those reinforced plates to build the next tier's milestone, which is 50 of them. So let's select that. Again, we have to wait 3 minutes, but that's fine because we do not have any of the components we need to actually make that stuff. But that's fine. We do have 21 already. We just need a lot of screws and plates to make more. Luckily, we did have that head start, but still, we're going to need a bunch more. And of course, I'm guessing we do not have a whole lot. No, we do not. Well, crafting is boring, and I hate sitting around. So, you know, I did just have a thought. I kind of just remembered we do have a little mini game that exists, and you know what? I think I'm just gonna go play the mini game while I'm waiting for my factory to work. Besides, I gotta get 3 stars on all these eventually. Oh, come on, bro. Oh, my. Okay. Bruh. So the more full it is, the better you are. Oh, I got it. Yes! Okay. So you gotta save those blocks that are worth more for the multipliers, and that's what gets you there. Okay, okay, let's stop wasting time. Okay, let's go get some components. We probably have enough by now. 300 plates, 300 rods, 200 concrete, and 50 reinforced plates. We have better conveyors. Nice.
Milestone reached. Fixit would like to remind you of your contractual obligation towards efficiency. Recreational use of belts and lifts does not count towards work hours and will put you on the list.
Oh.
Stay efficient. Don't disappoint Fixit.
Oh. What if I wanted to ride a conveyor belt in a circle? Unbelievable. Okay, well, whatever. That is it for Tier 2. Tier 2 is done, and now the last thing to do is build the space elevator. That is the goal. Okay, now, this is quite expensive. 500 concrete, 250 plates, 400 rods, and 1,500 copper. Luckily, that copper wire is not a problem at all. But concrete is not a problem at all, but the iron rods and plates are, and I'm just thinking, hey, what do we have over here? A nice little vein of iron that isn't an impure vein, which would be a lot faster to mine. We would be able to make 60 iron ingots a minute, which means we could make a whole lot of the other base components. And I might just end up doing that, although maybe not quite yet. I'm not really sure if we have the power generation for that. Actually, as a matter of fact, I know we don't have the power generation for that, so we probably will need to upgrade our power first before we can increase our iron output. So I guess it is back to crafting by hand for me. Actually, how close are we to having all the stuff for this? We need a bunch more plates and around twice the amount of rods we have, so luckily we have all this iron just sitting here, so I guess I'm gonna go do some crafting by hand. Ah, and there we have all of our rods, which means we can now build the space elevator. But before I do that, let me try to figure out how to customize my building thingy, because I did get the upgrade for that. Oh, and apparently I have a golden helmet now. I don't know where I got that. Cool. Alright, and it appears the coffee machine doesn't work. Ah, here we go. Customizer. Ah, the red and black. You know what? Let's do that. That is very nice. But if we set red as our primary and black as the secondary, that might be better. Let's try that. Yes, that is much better. Let's do that. Much, much better. Okay, let's build a space elevator. Oh my god, this thing is massive, bro. Where are we gonna put this? You can build this thing with that small amount of resources? I'm beginning to think that this is not the last resources you ever put into this thing. I'm guessing you have to upgrade it. So let's put this thing here, I suppose. Oh, no, no, you can just straight up... It just builds the whole thing. Wow. Huh. Okay. Well, I did not see that coming. What's it doing? Oh! I see. Wow. Okay, yes, no, we are actually building a space elevator. Okay. Huh. Interesting.
Project assembly initialized. Congratulations, Pioneer. The space elevator will now automatically connect with the Project Assembly orbital platform. Project assembly is divided into phases, each of which require the delivery of project parts, such as smart plating, via the space elevator. Subsequent phases unlock access to new tiers with more advanced technologies to construct, automate, explore, and exploit.
Ah, okay.
It is time to be honest. This project is part of the Save the Day program, the largest united undertaking in human history, destined to save us all.
Oh,
Earth is in peril and only Fix-It pioneers offer hope for survival.
I see.
Fix-It is counting on you. Humanity is counting on you. Do not let Fix-It down.
Okay. Cool. Thanks for that. Dumping all that onto my shoulders now. But it appears that completing phase 1 involves giving the space elevator 50 of those components, which I cannot make by hand. I have to make them in the assembler, which requires rotors and reinforced plates and cables, which of course I do not have. So let me go grab those real quick. All right, assembler. Now, where am I going to put this thing? Probably right next to our manual buildings over here. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Can I fit it in here? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, well, we'll just put it over here. Yes, we are consistently making janky buildings, and I do not care, because I think at some point I'm going to basically redesign the entire thing, probably centered around the bottom area down there, so we can actually have access to the large quantity of resources that exist over there. But that's for later. Right now, let's just go ahead and figure out what we need to make the smart plating. Oh. 50 rotors and 50 reinforced plates. Ouch. That's gonna hurt. Okay, well, you know what? Luckily, we have resource production, so I think I should be able to make that. Oh, it's just gonna be a lot of crafting. Alright, alright. Fine, I'll do it. And I think I'm gonna do each in batches of 10 because it does say it only makes 2 per minute. So while I'm crafting the rest, we may as well be crafting some of the parts already. Ah, that thing takes 15 megawatts. Oh my god, okay. Is our power grid gonna be able to sustain that? Do we have enough biomass? Ooh, 191, 186, 191. That's not super great. But max consumption is 96. Oh, that's not great. You know, I'm sure it's completely fine and there's nothing to worry about at all. There we go, 10 more. Okay, well, we have 3 of them already. Okay, oh, it's actually 2 per minute, so that's not nearly as bad. Okay. 10 more go in, 20 to go. 10 more go in, we just need 10 left. And the last 10 are done, and they can go into here. Now, this is going to take a while because we've got 2 per minute, and it's 36, so that is 18 minutes. So we got a whole 20 minutes to kill before that is done, and we can complete phase 1, probably. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go pick some leaves, because we're running out of biofuel, and that's the only power source that I know about. I assume once phase 1 is done, we might get access to another one, but for now, leaves it is. And I'm going to go in a different direction, probably towards the forest, because I have not gone this way. So minor exploration plus a little bit of biomass gathering. And by little bit, I mean that is the entire reason I'm going out here. Oh, and interestingly enough, I found some kind of rock. This looks to be coal. Yep. May as well mine this. We're already out here. But you do get quite a bit of coal from those, so that's pretty good. I just got an achievement for destroying 1,000 foliage. Wow. Okay, this looks like something you can go in. So I'm going to mark this on the map here. I guess I'll put an apple on it. I don't know if that's an apple, but whatever. Oh, we got these bird things again. You know what? Should I try to feed it? You think they like that? Yo, I got a berry for you, bruh. You want a berry? Nope, it doesn't care. Okay, well, it was worth a try. Oh, we got another power slug up there. Unfortunately, I can't get up there, I think. You know, I also forgot that I have a scanner. So, you know what? Let's just scan for Caterium. Okay, there's some 500 meters this way. We may as well go there. And it looks like I found some new veins. We have got a impure limestone. So let's mark this. And we got a Caterium 2,000 meters that way. Yeah, totally going to go there. Looks like we got another iron vein over here. Ooh, very good. Is it just the one? Yep, looks like it is just the one, but it's quite large. So again, we're marking it. And I think we got another one over here, yeah. Oh, plus this guy. Oh, great. Yeah, well, I've learned how to deal with you guys. Yeah, he ain't much of a threat anymore, bruh. And there appears to be something in the middle of the forest that is purple. What is this? Raw quartz. Don't mind if I do.
Unknown crystalline mineral collected. This mineral is composed of the same chemical elements as quartz and may yield similar industrial functions. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
Well, it does say quartz, so congratulations, you figured it out. Oh, we got a plasma guy. Ow. Okay, they can shoot through boulders. Not nice. Okay, there's also another sphere over here. Let's grab this. Didn't even see this. Nice. And also we got one of these. What is this? Hello? Are you friendly? You want a berry? Pet the lizard doggo. What? Don't run. No. You want a berry? I guess he doesn't want a berry. Okay, well, I'll let him be. We got some more aluminum. Looks like we got another one of those flower things. I'm doing pretty good on foliage, but... Ooh, are these? Yes. Okay, yeah, give me all this. I wonder if I can take that thing out with a chainsaw. I'm not going to try because it's not fueled, but might be an idea for later. Oh, there's so much wood here. Oh, hallelujah. And I only feel slightly bad for destroying the entire landscape. Alright, there's probably enough biomass in my inventory to support my base for another 3 hours, so I think we're going to call it there. And also... impure limestone vein. Hey, look, there's... Oh, wow, you really can't see my base from literally space because it's a space elevator. Huh, well, guess I won't get lost. All right, let's go grab this. Looks to be some more sulfur. All right, and now we're heading back into known territory, so I probably won't find anything else that's new. And let's go scan that quartz in the scanner. Oh, our research, the 10-minute thing is done on the data stick. Let's see what it was. Hard drive. That's what it was.
Hard drive analysis completed. Alternative recipe selection available in the MAM.
Oh. I don't know what that means. I get to choose fused quick wire or 6 inventory slots, 1 Caterium, and 5 copper makes 12. Is that good? How do you make Caterium wire normally? Hold on, let's go look. I don't have the research for that, I don't think. So, I don't know how to make this. I'm going to assume that's good, though, and I'm not going to rescan because I have not even found Caterium yet. So let's just go for this. It doesn't tell you the original recipe, but it looks like it's less Caterium, so let's do that. I don't know if that was good. I maybe should have just waited, but like, whatever, dude. All right, anyways, let's go ahead and scan the quartz.
The crystalline mineral was a previously unknown variation of quartz, with uniquely large and flawless crystals, normally only found in synthetic quartz.
Oh.
The industrial application of this mineral will follow that of its synthetic counterpart, specifically in communication and exploration technologies.
Okay, so what can I make with this then? Quartz crystals and silica, and I only have enough for one of them, and this blade runners or shatter rebar. I don't know what any of that means, but this is the longer tree, so let's do the crystals.
Research completed. Quartz crystal recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
Oh, interesting. So now I could potentially make an explorer, a material resonance screen, and some crystal oscillators, which I bet is a component used to make that thing. Oh, that's cool. Cool. And also I have a Mercer or whatever, I don't care, sphere, and I don't know what to do with it. All right, well, let's go ahead and make all of this plant matter into biomass. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, we can make around 1,000 condensed biomass, which is oh, so fantastic. Let's go ahead and put this into our generators. And actually, how are we doing, by the way? 121, so we're not actually doing too bad, but there is plenty more in there. That thing still looks to be going. That's not great. Am I going to have to sit around for longer? We are at 45. Okay, so not much longer. Okay, good. Overclocking? Okay, so I'm just looking at the research waiting, and I see overclocking. Interesting. So that might be worth doing. But also, this power slug here is just base materials, and I probably just have those on hand, and then I could scan for power slugs. And that was only 3 seconds. Perfect.
Power slugs extract latent energy from their surroundings to sustain themselves. By tuning the object scanner to the particular potential energy signature, it is now able to locate them against the background environmental static.
Ah, this is an object scanner. All right, but now these should be done. If not, they're very close. There we go. 50 smart plating is done. Let's go put this into the space elevator, send it to space, and then see what happens. Ooh, oh, this is cool. Okay, sealing container.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation.
Oh.
Congratulations, the Phase 1 project part shipment is now ready for delivery.
Okay.
On delivery, Phase 1 will be completed and the distribution platform will be constructed.
Okay.
After completion of Phase 1, the technologies of Tiers 3 and 4 will become available in the hub. Highlights are automated power, steel production, personnel transportation, and many more.
Awesome.
Completing Phase 2 of project assembly is your next main objective.
Okay.
New project parts will need to be produced and delivered to the space elevator as you have done previously.
Okay.
Continue to construct, automate, explore, and exploit for a better fix-it future.
Cool. Okay, so that is automated power. Good. All right, well, let's send it. Is there some cool animation that I'm missing right now? Oh. Boom. Phase 1 completed. Oh, something's happening. Okay. Oh, I'm sure that's completely fine. Oh, wow.
Phase 1 of project assembly completed. This is only the beginning of project assembly, the first step towards saving the day. You have performed adequately so far. Reminder, not only is Fix-It saving humanity, it is saving all of Earth, including kittens and puppies. It is statistically likely that you appreciate the continued existence of kittens and/or puppies.
That would be correct, yes.
Continue the work for their sake. Continue the work for Fix-It. It is time to start the work on Phase 2 of project assembly.
And you're telling me you built that entire thing out of 50 smart plates? You know what? Fair enough. That is some efficiency. All right. Well, there we go. Phase 1 is now complete. And Phase 2, you can see in the top right, is going to be very expensive, which is going to require some increased production of basically everything, which means it's probably about time that we build a factory that actually works instead of the jank that I've got going on here. So that is going to be it for this episode. And next episode, I believe it is time to get our actual factory built, aka a platform across some stretch of land. Who knows where I'm going to end up going, but once we get a nice platform place, we can actually get some dedicated resource production, like, you know, screws, bolts, plates, rods, wires, and the whole lot. And then, of course, I can choose to route anything anywhere and construct all of the materials we will need for Phase 2. Plus, we have a couple more research tasks to complete, such as coal power, transportation, basic steel, vehicle transport, enhanced security, blueprints, logistics, more steel, more power, and hypertubes. A lot to do, a lot to look forward to next time. Goodbye.